Hi friends, welcome back to the Guitar Sprout, where we bring you all the beautiful guitars reviewed just for you. And you can see right now I have a special Yamaha just back in. I have two actually that are being sent in. Two Yamaha are being sent in, and this is the new FG5, the new red label FG series. Let me just get a little bit of history on the Red Label. They call it the Red Label series. The Red Label series was made in 1966, and in 2016 I did a review on the FG, I think 180, which was a phenomenal guitar that I asked many to buy, but there were only one limited edition and all were sold out. And coming right now after the new development, Yamaha has developed the ARE, acoustic resonant enhancement, on their tops. I mean, it's something like a torrefied top, using heat, using pressure and cooking on cooking the heat on this pressure on the guitar tops to age the tops, and that will give final. We have seen and we've heard over the last couple of years with the LL series, new LL series, that this guitar sounds really more played in a little more responsive, and especially the high end and the low end, the trebles and the bass. And right now I have the Red Label here with me. It's a FG. The FG5 is actually a dreadnought series, and they have retained the size of the look of the guitar. And let me just go through the specs. Basically, you got a Sitka top with the ARE, acoustic resonant enhancement, that is built on the top. The X brace is about an inch from the sound hole, which they brought it forward so that it frees up the top to give you a very vintage, dry kind of tone, but also yet responsive. And the X brace are all scalloped, and the two tone bars that come over are, one is about 2 inch short here, and one is about 1.5 inch. So it frees up the top. You got ebony bridge, ebony fretboard, bleached bone nut and saddle, which I had to lower down a little bit. And also the scale of both this and the FS series, the 5 series, FS5 series, are all 25 inches. So actually, in a way, it's actually short scale. Short scale gives you better, easier tension on here, and as well as a vintage tone that is built on. This one has a 45 which is 1/3 nut width. And let's look at the headstock. You get the same headstock as the Red Label one that is done on 1966, and then here put since 1966 the truss rod cover, and they have the open gear tuners, which actually essentially guitar tuners that are built on this guitar. This comes with Elixir 8020 bronze on this guitar, likes 1253, and black plastic binding on this guitar, mahogany back and sides, beautifully done. One thing you need to know is this guitar is light, so it's lightly built. What it means to you is, compared to a LL16 or a LS16 or so, these are way much lighter built. One piece mahogany neck on this guitar. Two pieces. I mean, there's two pieces. I mean, but it's a one mahogany neck on this. The finish is semi-gloss, but honestly, I feel that I wouldn't call it semi-gloss. I mean, it's like the true vintage of the J45. They gloss it and then they sand it down a little bit, so you have that semi-gloss look, which I kind of like. And also H-tone on this beautiful ebony bridge, just hand sanded. The inside is really clean, and also you can see the Red Label that is inside. I'm not very sure you can see that. Okay, let me just, it's as near as possible. I've set up this guitar, and let's listen to how it sounds. And personally, very dry, very slightly drier than the LL16. The way the bracing is scalloped is not very deep, but also it retains the structural integrity of the Yamaha, as well as giving you the fundamental notes. The fundamental notes are very strong on this guitar as compared to the LL series, 16 series. So if you really have one LL16 or L series or something like that, this will be a great complement for you. And these are really available. In fact, I'm the first one in Singapore that has this right now. It's 2 pieces. And they are available in the Music Plaza Yamaha in Singapore. So look out for them, because I was told the first batch is about 24 pieces from my insider news. Okay, I'm gonna bring the mic a little bit closer so you can. It's not fully open yet, but I've set up this guitar. I let the guitar settle for a week in a correct humidity. And then I set it up once, and today I reset it up again just to make sure that I've got this ready for this review for you. Absolutely powerful guitar. The F series, the 5 series are all essentially made in Japan. Okay, so higher quality control. You know, the Japanese are really anal about quality, because I work in a Japanese company right now for almost, I think, 14 years. Yeah, 14 years, and I know I work with them. What quality really means to them. Okay. All right. Hope you guys are enjoying. Okay, I forgot to mention the pick guard is not a black plastic pick guard. The pick guard is a wooden pick guard that is on this guitar. Beautifully done, just like the Red Label, but this is wooden. It's not black plastic. Okay, so I'm gonna couple this baby on the 3rd fret and do my usual song for Clarice. You guys love this song for Clarice. Mic sliding up a bit. Just like to. How does it sound to you? You like it so far? I guess you would, because I am loving it. I am loving this guitar. I haven't played guitar for quite some time, so I'm a bit rusty, as you can see. Lots of sustain. Okay, it shines more with when you use the pick. You can hear because this is dreadnought, and finger picking is still okay, but the FS series has a little bit more mids and for picking. Alright, the new F series, FGFS series from Japan. This is the 5 series, the red label. I call it the red label. The inspired of the red the 50th anniversary red label. Let me just recap. You got a dreadnought size. You got a 25 inches scale length, which is about short scale. Makes it easy. The top is full Sitka top. Okay, that is ARE treated. You can just check it on the internet. About 1.5 is 1 inch. I think 1 inch from the X-rays, from the sound hole, and the scallop bracing. Not very deep scallop bracing, but just a scoop scallop bracing on the X-rays, and also scallop bracing on the two-tone bars. The two-tone bars, one is about almost 2 inches away from. That means that they brace it all the way about 2 inches, and one is about maybe 1.5 inches. 2.5 and 1.5. Okay, what that means to you is it loosens up the just below the X-rays, but also provides that rigidity so that there's structural integrity on the Yamahas. One thing to note about Yamahas is they can probably scale a little bit more, but based on humidity in our age and things like that, they want to make guitar that lasts. I think that's something you need to think about. The Japanese thinks about living a legacy and history and things like that. So they make the guitar not just to sound really good, but also to last a lifetime. I think that's one thing about what we like in guitars. Black plastic binding, mahogany back and sides. That is, they call it semi-gloss. I wouldn't call it satin finish, semi-gloss. If you were to take a car polish and polish, this will become gloss. And also you have the pick guard, that is a wooden pick guard on this guitar, and also the red label that is inside here. Ebony bridge, ebony fretboard, and even ebony pins. The bone nut and saddle, bleach bone nut saddle. If you get it unbleached, it sounds better. The saddle is slightly thicker than the original plastic saddles that are the ones that are made in China. So the difference between the Japanese made and the China made factories, the saddle is slightly thicker, and I'm told it's about slightly 15, slightly about 16 inches radius on this fretboard. You got pull markers on this guitar, and also the headstock. To mention, the headstock actually is the same headstock look that they retain, plus the truss-lock cover that says since 1966. Excuse me, and the guitar tuners that with the Yamaha that's open, you can open gears. Just have a look, and beautifully made. Okay, I mean the neck with the way it's done, you can hear how powerful it sounds. Just one strum. So these are all made in Japan. The 5 series are made in Japan. The 3 series are made in China. I don't have the one with a pickup because the new one has a pickup where it's called Atmos Feel. That means Atmos, you feel it. And working in a Japanese company, I know the Japanese, they use a Kaizen method. It's never ending, constant improvement. That's something what I like about this. And the Japanese are also very I'd say they're very truthful in the way they do their marketing. They don't BS you and things like that. So I genuinely love the Yamaha guitars. So if you're in Singapore, these are already available. I mean, in fact, these two are already taken. These 2 guitars are already taken by we have really customers buying this from Yamaha. So till my next review, I'm gonna say live with passion, play your guitar, and allow love, joy, and peace to come to you. Okay, manifest to you. Okay, I'll see you very soon. I'll do the next video on the FS5 series. See you. Bye bye.